I didn't even write a script for this episode. What is up? What is up? It is your host with the most, Tai, the icon. What is good? And always to the right of me, it is my guy, Adam Robb.
That's me.
My boss, DJ Arthritis.
I'm extra red today because I forgot that I'm a ginger, and I went in sunlight.
Oh,
And
yeah.
It's like the first summer day here.
Oh, yeah. It's like 80 degrees, bro.
Bad idea.
And so across from me today, we have Jared, J Chevy Paradox, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Our resident photographer over here. He actually started doing some paranormal shit. Go check out that stuff on YouTube for real.
Oh, yeah, you've been
You know what I'm saying? He's been out
going to graveyards and
Yeah.
creepy
doing the
places.
spooky white people thing.
Doing the spooky white
You
people.
already know.
Hey, Paranormal Brothers.
Paranormal Brothers ain't colored. I know that much.
Oh my God.
But that's-
Damn, bro.
so we got our newest member of the team. Hopefully, I'm saying that with as much gusto as possibly because I'm trying to convince him to get up on the team. We got my buddy Kyle, the only person I can tolerate at my job. Kyle, please introduce yourself and tell us what it is you are all about.
Yeah, my name's Kyle. I work with Ty, and I've been doing music since about middle school. Came from a really rural area and didn't have internet, so I forced myself to learn a bunch of instruments and start making beats. Then I moved out here to go to music school, and that's proved a lot of opportunities for me. Really made me step outside my comfort zone, get a real big spectrum of music possibilities, and just really looking forward to using that to provide as much as I can to everybody involved in this project.
I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it because I think you're in it for the same reason we are. We all want to do this so we can quit our 9 to 5s. You know what I'm saying? We would
Absolutely.
all like if I could do
Right.
just this for the rest of my life, it'd be fucking awesome. But we also have another topic that we want to tackle tonight. I want to talk about what inspires us to do all this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure we've had these conversations beforehand, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like now it's like, 2023 and all that. We got some reevaluating. Not necessarily reevaluate, but we got some new stuff that we're working on. You know what I'm saying? We got a big media push coming out. Just like
Yes,
we have
sir.
new shows in the works and stuff like that. As you can see, we're expanding the team.
Yeah.
So just here at the
Also, our
All Circles Studio.
website is live. It's
Oh,
allcirclesmedia.com.
allcirclesmedia.com. You know what I'm saying? We got beat packs coming. We got a whole bunch of new stuff coming up. So I figured we just, you know what I'm saying, since we're still in the process of expanding, we're just going to see where everybody's head's at today. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we'll start with Jared. Jared, so what is, whether it's recently or just, you know, in the past, obviously, and stuff like that, what is inspiring you to, you know what I'm saying, to do this, to, you know what I'm saying, to keep it pushing in this entertainment biz?
Honestly, I've just always liked entertaining people, like telling jokes, doing things that are just like fun. I actually did try to get some type of like YouTube and Twitch presence about maybe 7 years ago, but that never went anywhere, so I just stopped. But I guess with being involved with music and theater and also trying to be a YouTuber and doing live streams, I just always sort of loved the idea of entertaining people, like having fun with that. Like, to me, it's very fun. So there's a way that I can actually like continue to do that with a platform that actually lets me like have more leverage and do things with that in a way that's actually meaningful instead of like, oh, well, shit, it's been 3 years. I ain't got shit going on.
Right. I feel the same way because it's like it's hard for a lot of us, especially whenever, you know, because like getting the opportunity to do this is like one of those things that like I really value. Like just now, how it happened for me was just, you know, being at a show, meeting the right people, and just getting plugged in. Like if I had had the opportunity to go to school for comedy or some shit like that, if such a thing ever existed, I'd be like, hell yeah, I would have did that shit just to see if it would, you know what I'm saying, help me be better at, you know, just making people happy or just, you know, entertaining people and shit like that. So Kyle, let me ask you, what was your inspiring moment, or what is it that inspires you to get in and keep doing this?
I don't know. It's a variety of things. I feel like overall, it's like more so it's all I've got that I'm 100% about, you know? Like everything else in life I'm sure can come and go, but I'll always have what I have now. I'll always know how to play, how to get out what I'm feeling into tangible form and hopefully be that translator for others, you know? I feel like that was one of my main motivations, especially for like producing instrumentals. Trying somebody who doesn't have the experience or the knowledge to put something down and just listen to their ideas and try and translate and try and get it as close as possible. So I guess that kind of relates to what he was saying, and like doing it for others. You know, you entertain for others. It's definitely art is always like a collaborative thing, and you do it for the others around you as well. But I also had motivations, like my dad plays drums, so I was like, I have a little bit of hearing damage because my dad would literally put me on his lap when I was like 4 and be like, all right. Like, I couldn't even come close to the pedals, and he would make me do hi-hat and snare and just...
While he's sitting there double kicking the whole time.
Yeah, he's going crazy, but...
Can't even do it.
So it was...
Wife face, blowing a kiss. Sunflower.
Is that your wife?
Yeah.
Is that your wife calling?
She knows I got stuff going on.
We're keeping that in.
But I don't know why she's calling now. She usually calls like right after work, which is 5 o'clock. So I don't know.
Maybe it's like
But
a
I told her
pregnancy
I was
thing.
doing stuff. So.
Maybe it's a pregnancy thing. She can sense you're having fun without her.
Oh man, what if that was happening right now? Like she's like, the baby's coming.
Oh, it
I'll
hasn't
be
been
like,
that long, right? How far along is she?
I mean, she's still got till August.
Till August?
But
Congrats, man. That's awesome.
thanks, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Do
But
you have any already, or is this your first?
this is our first.
That's
So,
awesome.
Yep.
Good moves.
Super stoked.
Big
It's
dad
coming-
moves.
It's gonna be coming up like kind of quick.
Let's hope that she has let's hope the baby has a more resistance to the sun than you do.
I do hope for a ginger kid though. That'd be cool.
Are you gonna are you gonna be one of those dads that like instantly sits your child next to a piano and will just be like, "This is A,
Yeah.
this is A," and try and
Maybe. I mean,
perfect pitch.
I wish I want to learn more like instruments. Like I actually just set up a keyboard at home, and I was like, because I know a little bit, but not any. Like I'm barely like literate in anything. Like I played the cornet in high school. I think I said earlier.
What is a cornet?
It's the trumpet's ugly cousin.
Is that the one? Does it still have valves? Or
It's basically a
bugle's the one that's just straight.
a trumpet.
Isn't it just a horn?
They're basically the same thing. They're just
A cornet is squished this
Yeah,
way.
it's smaller.
Yeah.
and like if you want to do like jazz, like
Yeah. Isn't it
They're kinda nice.
a little bit lower too?
Yeah.
Like a bigger bell, a little bit lower.
yeah. So I was like fourth to last chair. Like I knew what I was doing, but I didn't try very
Solid.
hard.
That's solid.
I did not try hard at all, but I still probably could play it.
Well, so let me ask you, Adam, what was your inspiration to even do this DJ shit, to get into entertainment?
man.
Why did you want to start All Circles Media? Like,
It's probably because I got like ADHD or something.
Me too. I feel like all musicians do a
Dude, me
little
too.
bit, man.
I was like,
I can't pay attention worth a damn. So
like
Straight, bro.
because I worked with like middle and high school kids for a little. Well, actually, I out of high school, I worked in like homeless, like
was this during the
soup
Skid
kitchen.
Row days?
Yeah, this is when I lived out in LA. Worked
That's
on Skid
dope.
Row for on and off for like 2 or 3 years. Like I would
Was
go
it
there
like
for a
some
little
soft
bit.
white underbelly shit you were doing out there?
That
You were
was
just
some crazy stuff. Dude, I
You're just
don't
out there
know how I
interviewing
survived
homeless
living out there.
out there interviewing homeless people, just like, all right,
Yeah.
so what do you got going on?
That's nuts.
Yeah, a lot of it was like
My
trying
boy
to get
was in
people.
the shit, bro. It was awesome.
Yeah, I was like, my main job was like, because I worked for the Union Rescue Mission, which is like one of the biggest ones there, and they house like, I think like 400 people every night.
Damn.
They have like a whole, it's a whole
That's
thing.
huge.
But my job was to like befriend people and like
Convince them to move in
like
there.
show them like, hey, if you were like trying to get off like heroin or something crazy, like there's this program. I kind of just like become their friend and like show them like, hey, if you want to, we have a program, like it's like a year-long thing. And so it was crazy. It was a crazy job.
It sounds like it.
And like there's so many times, like I think I told a story once on here where like I was talking to somebody who was like actively playing with like a knife, like just flipping it around. I'm like,
Oh,
Just got a
I'm
ballad
like, hey,
song in their
man.
hand, just talking.
you want this
buddy.
bottle of water, bro? And I was like this goofy, tall, redheaded. Like I had dreadlock. That remember?
Oh yeah, he had dreads before the beard.
dreadlocks at that
Ginger
point.
dreads.
Ginger
Yeah.
dreads, bro.
Oh my
Oh yeah,
Then my-
living on Skid, like not living, but like
Yeah.
working on Skid
That's
Row. Just
nuts.
just walking. I was like, hey man, like let's
That's
take
a
this bottle of
look.
water.
That's
Yeah.
iconic, dog.
Yeah, it was great.
I don't think I've ever
Then my hair
witnessed
started
such a thing.
started thinning, and I was like, oh. So.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
why I grew the
Adam's
beard
been
out.
around, man.
I
Adam's
always
been
have to
around.
have some kind of crazy hair.
I feel like as a dude, like if once up here goes, you got to keep something down.
Yeah,
here.
like
You know
or
what I'm
it's
saying?
like weirdly like you look too much like an egg.
Yeah, right, or like an alien. Like I don't want to be just like hairless. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah, or like that guy from Better Call Saul.
Right.
That guy was awesome. Anyways, where we going? Oh, but so I just like, I've always had like interest in arts. I've never been like the best artist. Like I've done some of these paintings in here, and like these are probably like like me trying the hardest, and so like I'm not good at like some of the stuff I trace, and then I like do my own, feeling thing, but. I'm not like good at drawing just like straight, like really nice.
You're not like a sketch guy. You don't really
Yeah, I don't sketch very well, but I do a little bit of like Warhol, kind of like where I'll do like a rough trace of it, and then I just kind of add my own stuff. And then I've been watching a lot of like Andy Warhol and Basquiat documentaries, so that's kind of shown through a little bit.
It's cool influence.
But I always like doing like a million things at once.
so what you're more of like an abstract expressionism kind of guy? Or like?
Yeah, that's I kind of I like how some of these, like, I don't know how big these are on there, but like they're like some of it's like pretty clean, like you know what it is, but then some of it's like chaos.
I mean, art as subjective as it is,
Yeah.
it's still just nice to look at regardless, motherfucker.
Oh, actually, Jerry, we put that one right up there.
Oh yeah, we got the I'm an artist one like right over here. What's that girl's name again? What?
Shout out to
I think it's Crazy and Clee.
that's
Crazy and
Clee.
Clee. Shout out to Crazy and Clee. Check out her stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure she's got an Instagram.
But I just like being able to help like create stuff that like I like the thought of like our music and the people that we started working with. Like I believe everybody. There's some like mainstream artists that are popping up that I listen to, and I'm like, we are so much better than that.
Oh, dude,
Like
for sure.
all these people.
For sure. And it's hard to say that without sounding pretentious.
Yeah,
Because
it's hard.
It's like
I
when you know
truly
you're
believe
running
it.
laps around somebody, it's just like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, I just need like this the avenue. You know what I'm saying?
We created a Spotify playlist, so All Circles Media playlist.
Yeah, I was
And
checking that out too. I checked out like one from each artist.
Oh, that's
I
good.
really
Yeah.
fucked with Two Sides.
Two Sides.
Dude,
dope.
Two Side is
He
fucking
stood
amazing.
out.
Yo,
He stood
Jaden
out.
is fucking Jaden is the jam.
My favorite is
if he's looking to work,
Yeah,
bro.
Gara.
my
I
line's
also like that one.
Noggin is dope.
Yeah, like Noggin. Dude, my thing
Yeah.
is, I feel like if CG5 and Two Side got together, they could do some fucking amazing work
Bro.
together. They could do some shit. That'd be awesome. I want to reach out to shout out CG5 for real. Like, hey, like if you're listening to this, I don't know if you're still in Ohio, but we need to work together. We got to figure something out. Tell you what. Also, check out his shit, bro. Like him and LeGrand just released that shit. What was it called? Give a Little. Like Jesus
nice.
fuck, that shit's so awesome. It's like it's got a nice jazzy undertone to it. Like I like music with a lot of horn samples.
Oh, speaking of jazz, we were talking about this guy because we were talking. Somebody started singing. I think somebody started singing "Family Ties" or whatever.
Yeah, that's how you segue.
But, yeah, but this guy, I've been following him recently on TikTok. He's freaking hilarious. His name's Gucci_Pineapple, and he somehow knows the needle drop Anthony Fantano.
Really?
But, yeah.
Yeah,
But here, like,
there's a couple talks with him.
this is pretty dope.
I would love to do that.
And then you got Anthony Fantano playing a recorder.
I'm just wondering if Gucci Pineapple himself, I've never seen him like relax his face. It's
No,
always
it's
just
always-
that like
I think that's the thing.
hella dimples, bro.
That's his iconic look.
Like,
Oh.
That was for Champagne Poppy. yeah.
that was for champagne.
Yo.
That was for Champagne Poppy.
Yo. Hold on.
Yeah.
And then this is how I found him. It was this song that's coming out. I think he's got a song with this girl.
Oh, that was great.
But this song has been like
He has a song
I've been
coming
vibing to it.
You're as sweet as lemon tea.
Oh, she's got a great voice.
He like unironically makes like really dope music.
Oh, yeah.
His drum sounds are like 70s dark, like tight, crazy good sounding
Dude,
kid.
That one guy
mustache.
who made the song Mixed Messages, he also makes a really, really good music.
Let's
for
go
it.
to Trader
That's what's
Joe's.
up.
But he also does. There was another song. like, look at all these.
Those are dope.
Little MF Doom.
Yeah, Doomsday.
I fuck with them. I'm doing pretty heavy.
Bro, major influence. Mad Villainy. Like I
have both versions on vinyl, bro.
Bro, I have the limited Food, Mad
Oh,
Villainy,
really?
and Doomsday on
Dude.
vinyl. Yeah, and one of the what is it? The fingers. I can't think of. It's like he does like MF Doom, but instead of Metal Face Doom, it's Metal Fingers Doom when he's producing, and it's like he releases just the beat tapes. I have one of those beat tapes
sick.
on vinyl too.
Oh, that's
yeah.
pretty sick.
That's like some Nardwar shit.
That's another good question. That's
Like-
another good question. What's your favorite vinyl? Like, what is the favorite? What is
That
your
I own
that
or
you
like
own? What is
any-
your favorite vinyl that you own?
Dang.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Shit.
I know what I'm saying.
That's a tough one. I got some.
Because I know you got a bunch of albums probably, but it's just
Yeah.
like, what is your favorite one? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, what's that one vinyl that you pull out? It's just like, damn, I'm so fucking glad I bought this. Like,
Bro, there's definitely a couple, and sometimes I'm a little bit biased just based on like the pressing, because you get those bougie ass pressings that are like a custom color or like.
See, no, I like them ones.
Yeah,
I like them ones.
The
Those shits look dope.
Food MF Doom
Yeah.
vinyl that I have is like this booger green and like
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, like bright ass pink on the vinyls.
That actually sounds pretty dope.
Like, so just in the pressing, that gives me a couple extra points. But there are some, like, half of my vinyl collection is just me, like, going to, like, thrift stores and looking through, like, the 5-cent bin for, like, samples to flip, like, on my
Nice,
Kanye
yeah.
Dilla shit.
I have 2 vinyl records that's all just random samples. So
Yeah.
I should bring them in and we can
Bro,
like
I was-
rip it.
I was telling Ty, I'm trying to get my own space and, like, set up my own little studio in my next house. And I have just... I live in a small apartment right now, and I have stacks of vinyls in the corner.
Oh,
like, just, like, I don't even have enough room for them. And I'm just hoping I have a machine, too, which will let you sample straight, like, while the record is spinning.
Yeah.
So, like, you can have the record spinning and just take a chunk of it and then chop it up. The machine has the...
That's cool.
The
That's
bass and the drums. I could bring that shit here.
You should
Oh,
totally do
dude,
that.
yeah.
That
Bro,
sounds
we
fun
could
as fuck.
all be on our Dilla shit.
Just
straight-
like-
Shit, I would be.
Like, dude, Charlie would be in
straight
there.
swinging.
Dude, Charlie would fucking, he would love that shit. He'd shit
He'd be
himself.
going nuts, bro.
That was like my gateway to hip hop was straight Dilla shit.
Oh,
yeah. That, like,
I just
same
wish I
thing
could
was
listen to Kanye in public now and not feel ashamed.
I mean,
Can't admit, I listen
you
to
just gotta
Kanye
separate
anymore.
the person from the music.
I
a little
am
bit, you know?
trying, but it's just like, God damn it. Every
It's
time
not
all
the
the lights
easiest
comes on, it's
thing.
just like, damn it, I wish he was a
Yeah.
genius again. Like, it's
Right.
it's-
Well, yeah, I don't know. He watched 21 Jump Street.
I mean, yeah, I mean, he's learning. Learning at
Did
least.
y'all see that?
Yeah, I saw he
Instagram
tweeted that
post?
shit. I was just like, oh, that was on Instagram? Oh, yeah,
I think so. Where he was like,
yeah, he said that
like,
because of
he
Jonah Hill.
apologized.
He
Like, he's like, I realized my wrongs. Not all Jewish people are bad.
Spreading
I
holiday
watched 21
cheer.
Jump Street.
I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Beer.
Oh, I'm all set. I don't drink.
I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Beer. And a Happy New Beer. No one wants a nice cold brewski.
It's beginning to look a lot.
I don't know if we can play that. But that's not what I meant. I actually, has Kanye related. This is what I meant to click, and I don't know what happened. But it's back.
Before he was canceled, I played this bass line as an audition to get into music school.
Really?
Yeah.
That guy's so great.
I just enjoy people who do shit like this all the time because it's just like, this is what I think, this is what I think was probably what like long form or short form content. This is probably where
Nice
content
catch.
itself is just going for like the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
Like just little bits and clips like this. It's just because
Yeah.
it's like you said, our attention span is short as shit.
Oh yeah.
I just
Well,
wish that songs were more than 2
it
minutes
seem-
now. It's fucking
yeah.
wild, bro. Like it's crazy because you'll hear good music and then like you get one line, 2 bits of chorus and it's over with. And it's just
Bro,
like, dude,
yeah, like
it kills me, bro. Like
and
Rod
they get-
Wave does that shit and he's such a great musician,
They
but
get
Jesus
awa-
Christ, it's
They
over
get
with.
away with it all the time. Like, I just want to rock.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
shit was like one of the biggest songs recently.
But it's like what, like a minute and 56 seconds?
Well, and
Yeah.
it's just he like reuses this. Like literally, it sounds like they made the beat and then they like took the whole thing and duplicated. Like everything cuts out and it starts from the intro again. Like the synth builds up again right in the fucking middle, and you're like, what the fuck? Did I accidentally hit back? Like or some shit.
That's how
But
it
he just
is.
does it again. It's like
I would say, but isn't that kind of infuriating a little bit? Because like, not saying it's not saying it's not good, but it's just like you can get away with it if you're doing something like Miss the Rage, like you know what I'm saying, like when you like some Miss the Rage type shit. Okay, that's just you're listening to it for the beat. You know what I'm saying? Like let's just be honest. You're listening to it for the fucking.
That song was just it created a whole new wave of beat. Like
It did, but it's also only fucking 2-minute beats.
Yeah.
That's the rage. I just saw that when you said that. I was like,
You see what I'm saying? Though? Like, you know why you were listening to it. It wasn't for the fucking lyrics. Like,
that
holds up.
cymatics loop.
Man, that's smooth. That's so funny. I like
Rat-a-tat-tat.
I remember seeing that. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, we are also talking about how this guy kind of reminds us. If you guys remember Push TV with Chip Diamond.
What's the mileage on it?
92.
92 miles?
92,000 miles.
92,000? I don't know about that. That's pretty high.
I can't do anything to change that, bro.
Dude, this guy was such a great. He was a meme before memes. How long ago was this?
2.65.
3 years ago? Oh,
He's testing it out. Man.
yeah. He's like he's checking the hydraulics,
Taking it for a test
the
drive.
shocks. You know?
Yep, I can't successfully lift it.
14.5.
That's the one.
14.
It's pretty heavy.
Will he take 10 cash?
$10.
Like how he kicks the ground.
Like does this mother does he not see the camera pointed directly at him? Like he's just not making eye contact with it.
Oh, I ain't gonna. He can't go down to 10. What's the point? Oh, he's got to give me some wiggle room here. I don't want to hear it.
It's got to give me some wiggle room here. I need $92,000 worth of wiggle room right now.
Not a whole lot of wiggle room there.
Dude, my favorite is the art museum one. Let me just show you a sample. The art museum is probably my favorite. Where he's like, I could do this.
How you piss off men.
Yeah, like. Yeah, I watched it at some point recently. Come on.
Damn.
Come on, internet.
That's how we'll know we've made it when we get past it.
But dude, like, we got we paid an extra like $15 for faster internet, and it does not seem fast at all.
Spectrum
they're like,
got us again.
they're like, do you want to pay like $80? My God.
Lousy. I could do way better than that.
I could do it.
Might want to go to art school, my man. What's this one called? Dead Flowers? That's crap.
I want to start walking
I
around.
love
like
how
that.
his arms are just like all the way the fuck out here while he's walking around.
Don't get that armpit shape, you know what I
They
mean?
suck.
They suck.
I can do way better than this. What's this crap? What are these Legos?
Could you imagine if you were in an art museum and you saw somebody doing this? How could you hold it together, bro? I'd fucking die.
I mean, come on, dude. Serious? Crap.
Oh, this
It's
is
like scribble.
Looks like script.
This is something a 10-year-old could do.
watch this. He looks at the
Now
wall.
that's some artwork. That's some artwork. You know
It's
what
like
I'm
the
saying?
exact same thing.
All this other crap? I don't
that.
think so. I had to get a large because obviously my arms are out here. So I need something that has a little flex to it, you know what I mean?
Obviously, my arms out here.
Garbage.
I want to start doing that more, kicking the ground.
Kick at the ground.
It's like a Sims character.
Yeah. I feel like you have to be on like some gravel or some shit.
You have to literally kick rocks for it to work.
I can do way better than that. Not impressed at all, hon.
Because my arms are out here. So, you know, I have to
What's in there? Anything worth stopping for? Nope. Exactly. Waste of time.
Don't you have to pay to get into these places?
Yeah, probably. It depends.
This artwork sucks, my man.
What's that?
So most of this artwork sucks.
Why?
Because it's
Why?
lousy. I can do way better.
Really?
What's this? My man, any of this furniture for sale?
Yeah, I don't think so.
None of it?
I need a couple million.
Unless you got a couple $1 million.
Close.
Got like $4 million.
Really? A dirty rug?
He puts this up and then knocks it over. So it's not.
Look at this clown. Christ. I have no idea. You might need a broom though.
Might need a broom.
Unreal.
Unreal.
I have no idea. I didn't even see it. I didn't touch it. Something fell.
Something.
Subscribe. That should be our thing at the end, like every podcast. Like, subscribe. Just come on. What are you waiting for?
You know you want to.
We've been getting dude those YouTube shorts, man. Oh, we got the next thing.
What? TV? Comic-Con. What's going on here?
Oh, look, Comic-Con.
I gotta go there at the end of the month, bro.
Freaking pause.
It's gonna be awesome.
You dressing for it?
Hell yeah, dude.
Where you going?
I'm a professional cosplayer.
Is that what that
bro.
steampunk shit was? Or?
That's what his
That's
cosplay.
where you're going. You guys going together?
Well, I work for the con actually.
Oh, that's
yeah,
what's up.
Yeah, I travel all over the country with them.
Yeah, I'm volunteering, but they're kind of full right now until like probably like maybe the week before. Then they'll start like trickling off. But
Yeah, funneling people in.
Oh yeah,
It's gonna be
sure.
exciting.
Me and
It's
Master
gonna be
Puff,
really
we went there.
exciting.
We went there last year, and let me just say, it's a whole nother world, bro. It's nothing but anime, ass, and titties. It was awesome. I think I made love to a pile of women last time. It was awesome. Sick. They were all dressed as cows for some reason. It was sick.
Did you guys play that Doja Cat song?
Oh, we did, bro. It was awesome. It was like a stampede of women dressed as cows. At a certain point, we were out there. We were smoking in front of our hotel room because we're at the Kalahari, and we're just in the front. We're in
Wait,
the
did they
suite.
think it was the Kalahari?
No, it was okay. So like, it was Colossal Con. It was Colossal Con, but they said Colossal. So somebody fucking just made the joke, and then everybody was like, "Let's all get cow-related items and just dress up." So in the middle of Colossal Con, which is just a big ass anime convention, I'm working it. Me and my buddy, I'm dressed in a fucking Akatsuki robe and shit like that. Master Puff is in Master Puff gear. You know, he's got his merch on and shit.
Yeah.
We're chilling. We're just burning a doobie in front of our hotel room. And just a stampede of motherfuckers just dressed as cows out of nowhere in the middle of an anime convention just walk in front of us. Just start fucking and just going towards the villa where my room is because I was staying in a villa at the time. So they're just headed towards the villa where there's like 8 other people next to me who are having their own villa parties. So I'm just kind of like, is that where we're going? And he was just like, I guess so, nigga. Like, what the fuck? I was like, you know what I mean? So we get up and we just join the stampede of cows. And I wish I could show you the videos that I have on my Snapchat for it because it was a really weird ass experience. It was awesome though. It was really fun. This time we're gonna try and do a pop up show. We convinced them to let us do a panel. So we're gonna have Master Puff get up there and talk about Final Fantasy for like 10 minutes, and then we're just gonna do a show.
You should have Two Side do all of his anime character.
If we can get Two Side to go, that's the thing. The whole point of it is just to trick my bosses into letting me do what I do. Because they already let me host stuff. Like I host a Beyblade tournament, I have to do that, and then they let me host a cosplay contest one good time. So like I gotta. You know what I mean? So it's really fun.
Like MCing it? Or like
Oh yeah, MCing it and fucking like I'm not on like the main like staff of the people who like run the NostalgiaCon stuff, but it's just like I know the people who do. So like as being close friends with them has got me as far as I have.
That's good contacts, man.
Oh, it's just fucking awesome, dude. Like I love it. I won't say like I mean like don't get me wrong. Like all I do is just walk around that bitch with my shirt off and it's awesome. So it's like it's great. I got the voice of Spike Spiegel to sign my abs one time.
Oh, there you go.
That's what's up. Those contacts are like the most valuable thing.
That's
literally
I got to perform at Adult Swim Fest because of that. Because
that's dope.
Yeah, I got to.
You got to make a pilot. like because we talked
Sketch
about
show.
doing a sketch comedy like series on YouTube or something.
Bro, go like,
and we were like Loiter Squad.
yeah,
or
I was
Eric
just about
Andre.
to say, go like full like
Just
fucking
do something
Odd
funny.
Future, do the mag clothing
I feel like we could do
line.
I was like, we could write
feel
like
like
we've had situations that we could just write like bits about.
I feel like we could do it.
Right.
But that's I like, dude. That's, I was watching the Danny Brown podcast the other day. and,
Bro,
like, half
I
of this-
love the Danny Brown show. You listen to Scaring the Hose?
dude.
I watched it.
Is it out?
Yeah, that's
Bro.
like one of my favorite albums right
I
now.
gotta
That
check
shit
it
is
out.
nuts.
I haven't
That
seen
whole
Scaring the
thing-
Hose yet. I gotta check it out.
That whole thing was made on
Dude,
an SP404.
Have you seen the fucking like the art for it? Looks amazing, bro. Like they
Yeah,
did the
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
SNK shit where they get like half Street Fighter, half fucking King of Fighter shit. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
I love it. I gotta check it out. I would love it.
Danny Brown's dope.
Danny Brown is that shit, bro. I swear to God. He be saying the wildest shit. I ain't even gonna lie. Like Danny Brown just be fucking talking, bro. Like he just
He fresh out of rehab, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I think he got out
Again.
of rehab.
I think
Like,
again.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely
like-
not the first time.
I remember when he came out doing the XXL shit. Like I remember, like that's when I knew Danny Brown was like whenever he first came out doing that shit.
Yeah.
Who he's become as a person since then is fucking dope as hell, bro.
Was
like,
that
I-
like Atrocity Exhibition era?
yeah,
Or, like-
yeah, that was right around that time.
That's
Because
when
it-
I got into it.
He had
too,
that fucking
but-
swoop. He had the fucking
Yeah.
where he had the emo swoop shit going on. Like that, it was
Yeah.
pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
And then he dropped off for a little bit, and then he came back, and it was just like, yo, Danny Brown's always been like, I think a solid rapper.
Oh, yeah.
Personally,
He's
you know what I'm saying?
he's always just stood for like
Smoking
like,
and drank.
Yeah, he's always just stood for like making music for himself and like nobody fucking else. Like,
Yeah.
and that's what that whole Scaring the Hose. It's not. It's
Such a great name.
it's a mixtape, like pretty
a
much. It's
fucking
not even like the whole thing was made on a SP404, which is a sampler, but you can't even like it doesn't have any visuals to it. So you have to like chop the samples, like the tail and the start of it by ear, and like it's not necessarily the easiest thing to use, but it has like that super hard hitting like hip hop compression, and like it's kind of got into like the hip hop scene a little bit, and Peggy like learned that shit in a year and made the whole tape on that 404
That's
pretty
dope.
much, and those beats are wild.
That'd be an awesome dude to interview. I just like that'd be a fucking sick dude to have a conversation with right there.
Bro, you gotta watch like those like little YouTube videos where they just like every song for a hip hop album they'll show you the sample and then the song.
Oh, those are
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
The one for Scaring the Hose is nuts. It's like the one like he has like it's like a Japanese like food commercial where like chant like it's children chanting in Japanese and like the hardest fucking 808s coming after it.
Dude,
and
that sounds awesome.
Danny Brown rapping about some fuck shit straight off rip. You gotta listen to that tape, bro.
I'm about to listen
It'll
to it
make you wanna
As soon
make
as we get off
music.
this as soon as we get off this fucking podcast, I'm about to go
Yeah.
play some shit, bro. Bro, like that. I feel like who else came out around that era? Because like there was somebody else that was on. There was a couple people on the XXL freshman lineup that year. I think Kendrick was on that same lineup.
Yeah.
Pretty sure MGK was on that same lineup. Like it was just like that era of rap, like way back then. That's what really got me into wanting to fucking like just do entertainment, period.
Yeah.
Because it was just like I never met MGK before he was fucking moved out of Cleveland and shit. But I know a lot of niggas who said that they did run into him. I know a lot of niggas who said that they like either were like close friends or knew him enough. And like the only reason I believe that is just because it's just like, you know what I mean, like being in Cleveland or like having been to Cleveland and shit like that. Like there's only a certain things that you can know about type shit,
Yeah.
like just being out there.
Yeah.
And he used to be an Eastside Cleveland Wild Boy, I'll tell you what. But that's regardless of his fucking transition to pop music or whatever, it's not like he
Yeah.
made bad pop music. I ain't even gonna cap. Like it's not the best, but it's just
Talking
like,
like Tickets to My Downfall.
no.
type shit?
It's so like okay, so like
Are you talking before that? Like
Before
before,
that.
the pop punk shit.
yeah, before the pop punk shit.
Yeah,
like,
the pop punk shit I'm not huge on.
like
I'm not
like,
here
the
to like,
shit
talk
that was
shit
just
on
before
nobody,
that.
but-
Like, but it's still like as an artist, right?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be variable. You're supposed to be like I think fucking Wiz Khalifa said it one good time. Like he was just like, I don't want people to be like I like old Wiz better than new Wiz. I just want people to
Yeah.
like Wiz. Period. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like whatever song I make. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to evolve as an artist type shit.
Yeah.
yeah, that's a hard thing to do though because people.
Oh, very much so. And he can
people-
still rap. I feel like MGK still got it. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, you freestyling no matter what you fucking put him on. Like, I feel like if he wanted to make another rap record, it would still probably hit for real.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
there's always people who like if a rapper makes a transition, like Lil Yachty right now.
Oh, dude,
Dude, I fucking love his new stuff.
That album is
It's-
fucking nuts.
It's been on replay
I
around here.
literally he came to
He made the light skinned boy anthem, nigga. That boy feels so good.
he just came for like you know how like colleges do like the spring concert shit
Yeah.
usually. He was the one for our college this year.
Oh.
And
Really?
we went down and he
Damn.
played.
So you got to see Lil Yachty?
Yeah,
I didn't
he
even know.
came out and he had the backup singers. He had the whole band there, and
That's
he
dope.
played the album start to finish. nobody was fucking with it. Everybody there was like barely bobbing their head, like giving him no
I'll be
energy.
like-
As the last song ends, that motherfucker pulls out like I Spy, Broccoli,
Yeah.
and everybody fucking loses their shit. And like,
Yeah.
and I don't know, that
He made
shit-
this song for a different crowd, I think, or this album for that.
I think he made it for himself,
Yeah.
honestly.
I think so.
Everybody
said
gets
it was
in,
more
like-
so to like prove himself.
A
you
lot
know?
of hip hop artists have been getting into like the new wave, like Tim Impala and
Mm-hmm.
like Waves and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What do you think of Yeet, by the way? What do you think of Yeet?
Yeet,
Yeah.
I fuck with anybody who is like I think is unique and like is doing something that like I haven't really heard before.
Yeah.
And Yeet is unique, whether or not like I make the argument all the time with Cardi. So many people do not fuck with Cardi. There's nobody else was coming out with like that whole lot of red shit. Nobody else was
Honestly, and I
having
think,
that.
and honestly, bro, I think she can rap. I like as far like between her, Nicki Minaj, and maybe like let's say Lil Kim, it's not like she's saying bad shit, bro. Like it's not like she doesn't have bars. It's not like they're not there. WAP may not have been the best, but Megan Thee Stallion also like, bro. Like when Megan Thee Stallion first came out, around like when her and DaBaby first became popular, when it first came out, they just had that hard hitting fucking like in your face type of like, even if I'm rapping about my fucking vagina, like it's awesome because it's like because you with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, yeah,
You with the shits.
I was like, all right, bet. I was like, goddamn.
That's funny.
Like, when I start rapping about my vagina, it's awesome.
Oh man.
Bro.
So what's your plan? Do you want to do mostly like hip hop or kind of various
I mean,
other genres?
I'm here for everything. Like I said, like I'd like to just kind of like identify as like a translator. Like anything that anybody comes with. I don't give a fuck if somebody pulls up here is like, Kyle, I had a trip and I am obsessed with folk music. I need it. Like by the end of this month.
Let's put some banjo on it right now.
I need some bluegrass shit right now, dog.
Get that 12-string guitar out here.
Like, bro, I'll put in the work. Like, so
That's
in
dope.
terms of like making it for other people, definitely. But kind of in my personal shit, my recent approach, I've done a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Like I said, I went from like when I was in high school, I was obsessed with like Dilla beats, sampling, chopping. Still do that stuff all the time.
Well, I feel like that's where like isn't that where hip hop gets a lot of its basis from that type of a lot of its basis from that type of shit for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's a great entry point. It's like I don't know. It's like sketching. You were saying it's like making art with other art. You know, it's a jumping off point. So that was really big for me. I did that for a really long time.
Like, do you still do that in your current music, or like what you're doing with like?
Yeah, I use samples a lot. I'm kind of a pussy now about copyright. Like I'm scared. Yeah.
Well, there's like the trick where you can like re-record it and
re-record it, pitch it down, hope that the AI doesn't detect it.
I mean, like, but it's the fact that we even got to get around it like that type of shit is just like, okay, it's not like we're trying to cut out the person who made the shit. It's
right,
just we're trying.
like
To, it's
anytime I sample, it's not like I'm just taking the track and letting that shit play.
Yeah,
I'm straight like chopping and screwing it.
It's like an
putting,
homage,
like,
if anything, bro. Like,
right?
you know what I'm
Yeah, and yeah. So I do still sample, but now I'm like a lot more precarious about like I'm making sure it's like from a sample pack that I bought, so I have the rights to it, or if it's like, you know, if I'm making like breakbeat or something, nobody is getting fucking copyright struck for like
so
the Amen break. Or
so you would also agree
shit,
it's important to keep all the threads to like all the stuff that you do and like just keep all.
Oh
the,
yeah. Keep documents.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, always
hard drives,
files.
Always be aware of what you're taking from too. And I mean, a lot of times too, like when I first started doing it, I would genuinely like, I would look for like samples on YouTube, and I would just try and find like hard samples that had like really, really low views. Because like if it's not a popular song, and it's from the 70s, what's the odds that they still have a copyright after 50 years if it's not a slammer?
Yeah. Right. And some songs don't they become like public domain after like
20 years?
Yeah,
a lot
like
of times
so
it depends.
It really kind of depends.
Sony's a lot of time, I think. Or they'll have to like renew it depending. Because that's happened like a couple of times. There's been like artists that'll like posthumously like kind of like re-get an arc, and like the labels will not have the rights to it anymore.
Yeah.
So a lot of times that's what causes the arc to go back up, because then it starts, you know, going back up and shit. Like De La Soul, for example. The early 2000s, late 90s, like super sample based hip hop. When they did like every single song had like 4 samples in it, and they got all their clearance, but it was the 90s, so their contract stated that they were cleared for cassette and vinyl use only, and like tangible pressings, because that's what everybody did at the time. And then
So they couldn't get airplay because of that? Or
yeah, so like 10 years later, they couldn't get on streaming platforms because they had no rights to any of the samples, because their contract only stated that it wasn't until, I think it was like March of this year, is the first time De La Soul hit streaming services.
Damn.
That's crazy.
So congrats to them. But
yeah. Well, I mean, like,
they're like going back on tour and shit, like celebrating.
That's awesome, actually.
Yeah,
I feel like around the Africa Bambaataa era and stuff like that, where like they was doing a lot of just like, it was like funk and like funk and hip hop just mixed together with like a bunch of like sounds and drops and a lot of weird like alien sound and shit. Like I really like that's when I got into like just like feeling like where like, you know, because one of my favorite musical influences, I guess, probably would just be Run DMC, just because they were able to do so many cool things, like how they mixed with Aerosmith that one time, and like it was just like, dude,
the versatility.
Hell yeah, it was just so fucking much. Like they were doing so much cool things, and you know what I'm saying. And same thing with like Grandmaster Flash and just all that stuff. Like
I love Grandmaster Flash.
Like it's just like it's so many good, inspiring people that like just keeps you motivated to do this type of shit. Also, because it's just like I hope I get to meet them, like people like similar, like you know, people similar, at least on that level, like shit. Like imagine getting to meet fucking like Dre, just like, you know, what I'm saying, just to pick his brain for a second, or like Jay-Z just for a second, just be like, all right, so like, you know, what I'm saying, like why are you on your boss nigga shit? Like what made you want you want to keep doing this shit after a while? Like because it's just like I feel like as valuable as that important information is. The way that we're doing it, like in our own way, is awesome. But like, I'm still gonna get starstruck if I ever make it up there.
Yeah, and it's like it would be totally different to talk to somebody like Jay-Z about it, because imagine trying to come to fame in like what 2001 was that Blueprint, 2003, something like that. Like that had to be such a different way to achieve fame versus now you could fucking shit out a 30-second clip, put it on TikTok,
and then all of a sudden you'll be famous the next day.
Yeah.
Right. You used to have to put out mixtape after mixtape after mixtape just to even get motherfuckers to hear the shit to start with. You know
it feels like, especially with like the AI covers and stuff too, it seems like it's like streaming services are kind of like aiming towards like quantity over quality now. Like so much music is put, like I think the stat is like 30K a day songs uploaded to Spotify.
That's crazy.
Or some shit. Like it's so much.
That's wild, dude.
How many of them are shitters? You know?
And then it's also when it comes to, because like
how do you poke
who was it that I think it was Tom McDonald who made a video about how the physical copies of the amount of songs that the amount of like money that he made from the physical copies of his own music were enough to put him on the top Billboard charts or whatever. But because he wasn't like part of like Sony or all those other distributing companies that they actually look at for that type of shit to come up on the independent wave, because if you're not owned by those 5, technically you count as independent music. So that's why shit like the Encanto soundtrack will be above your fucking music, like even if you sell the units. So it's just like fame nowadays, just getting there, it's fucking ridiculous, bro. Like if you're not viral, or if you're not fucking, you know what I'm saying, willing to just like do, or like to switch up your whole vibe to entertain people with a shorter attention span and just a shorter time frame, it's just not gonna be able to. What happened to just the long form putting out music because you wanted to? Like,
right?
You know what I'm saying? I still watch that Randy Newman video where he made about the short people video, where, you know what I'm saying, it's just him and his buddies fucking around, and they made a song that ended up being popular.
Well, on top of that, like you were talking about attention span, a lot of times like attention span, like within an individual artist, like can be pressure as well. Like like it feels like because people are having such short attention spans, artists like Kendrick has taken like 4 years between each album, and people get antsy. People do not have that type of patience.
Yeah.
But then he'll drop some shit like fucking Family Ties, which is a 5-minute song with fucking fire. Like,
bro,
you know what I'm saying?
You need like 4 years to write some shit like T-Pab, dog. Like that shit is just, it's nuts. Like it's just, at that point, it's the complete opposite of what it's quality over quantity.
Not to mention, like, you also got to think of all the stuff that, like, as an artist, you'll be able to get opened up to and be capable of doing after that. He did the whole Black Panther like soundtrack, bro, which was also a fucking slap. That shit slapped, bro. Like all the songs on that album fucking was awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, just even to get the opportunity to do some shit like that.
Black Panther had some cool credits too.
Yeah.
Like
amazing.
The first one had Ludwig Göransson, who is Childish Gambino's producer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did like the entire soundtrack, and he followed like a Mongolian like throat singer like around during a tour and like took samples of it.
That's crazy.
Orchestrated everything himself when he was used to like making like little like synth
Bro,
trap drums with
imagine,
Childish
like, isn't that
Gambino.
like the antithesis of what you want to be as a producer? It's just like I get to do this. Like this is fucking cool as shit. Like,
I feel like a lot of people would just like, you know, take what's presented to you. You know, I feel like most people are just anything they can get their hands on at that point.
So if someone approached you and was just like, I need you to do the whole soundtrack for this movie.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You'd be down for it. You just be like, all right, like that's the endeavor that I want.
Yeah, I would. I'm getting to a point now where like I think that I'm starting to get professional enough.
How old are you now, by the way?
I'm 19.
Nice. See, so about Shanklin's age.
Yeah.
So I'm a baby. That's okay.
It's like we each got about 10 years on you, but it's all right. Like,
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I know. My birthday's in like 2 months, and I'm like,
dude, I'm fucking 29 this year, bro.
I'm gonna be 33.
Fucking Christ. Ugh. I know I don't look a day over 16, but it's just like.
We did about 45 minutes. Do you want to tell people? Do you like put a lot of stuff on Instagram or TikTok or anything?
No, I'm not too social right now. I got some shit coming out soon.
What you got a band?
Well, yeah, I do play locally. I play with a band called Lady Liar. They're a psychedelic band. I play drums for that. That's really cool. It's super feel based, so it kind of like balances the scale. You know, I have the meticulous producing, and then I have the super loose feel psychedelic where you're sitting back on the drums, like
just
existing.
Yeah,
but
dope.
Feeling
yeah, come to a show. We got one Burnt Pickle.
Oh
Kent.
yeah,
we
were at Burnt Pickle.
Yeah, we did
Burnt
Burnt Pickle a little while ago.
Yeah,
they've really grown.
They're a
that
great place for comedy. You know, shout out to Burnt Pickle, good guy. Really nice guy.
Yep.
Sorry that we couldn't do the fucking 423 show. That was or 421 show.
Oh yeah, that was the whole situation.
Yeah, the whole situation.
Yeah.
But all right. Well, shit. If that's the case, then I guess we're just about wrapped up here. Shit. I mean, you want to give up? You want to give out some All Circles Media socials and stuff
so
like that?
allcirclesmedia.com. That's where you find like everything. But All Circles Media and YouTube. Please subscribe. We're trying to get more.
Please subscribe.
So that we can
You'll see a whole lot more Kyle stuff coming here soon.
Yeah,
I'll be back. I'll be back with some music out so
Yeah.
for the
All
next
right,
time at the end of a pod.
All right.
we do have two events happening. We got
V.I. Peach's birthday party this weekend or some shit. Right?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
I ain't going, but this is like.
I know.
Shout out Peach, by the way. Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy
Peach.
birthday,
go.
Peach.
I ain't going, but it's just like I wish you the best. Awesome. Your forehead tattoo is definitely fits you. It's definitely it's definitely you for sure.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Not going, but it's just I hope the crew goes because it's just like the Mockbee in Cincinnati is a great place. Actually, if I do go, I'll probably just sit upstairs and talk with the dude who owns it the whole time. Not that I don't want to join the party or nothing like that, but it's just like it's a VIP Peach party. You know how they go. It's awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out VIP Peach. We also have something else coming up after
We
that.
have, I think, 2 weeks from tomorrow, or the week after. I don't know. That's a Friday. We have a show in
Kent or something like that.
I'm blanking. I just was talking about it.
We gotta get better at this.
I know. I was like, I have
Let's
it there.
narrow it down. Akron, Cleveland, or Kent,
No, it's
or outside of that.
outside.
Are we out of state this time? Or is it another out of state show?
No, it's on the calendar in the other room.
Well, we'll get back to you on that. Actually, just check it out on the website. I'm pretty sure we.
Yeah, we're gonna be putting stuff
Hit the
events on there.
socials.
Yeah, hit the socials.
I was like, where is it?
You can find me at.
But we have the Fest next month.
Oh yeah, we got Fest next month.
And that's gonna be at
The Festival of
McAlpine
Festivities.
Meadery, and it's gonna be
Actually,
a 2-day.
you guys want to play
festival.
Fest? That would be fucking dope.
That'd
That would be kind of dope.
Oh, yeah.
We might
I'll
have
talk,
more room.
Yeah, join us at the Festival of Festivities at the McAlpine's Meadery. It's gonna be awesome.
And yeah, so
Find me at Ty_the_icon on Snapchat and I hate the gram 23 on Instagram because I hate the gram.
he does. They're gonna pay him to say that though.
I want that. Kyle, anything you want to say to the crowd before we out there?
I'm sweet. I appreciate the opportunity. I'm looking forward to everything going forward. I think
Yeah,
I'll
dude.
be back as much as I can be. You know, you caught me at a great time straight after school. So
Yeah.
Sweet.
We're just making things happen.
got
here.
the summer ahead. That was like my main goal.
Oh yeah,
was
we
just-
outside all summer, just so you know.
We outside all summer except for me. Because look at this. I was looking at my arm through the monitor, like through the camera, and I'm like, look at that. Right? Fun times.
Look like a
ahead.
lobster.
Fun times ahead
Looking like
for
Larry
Adam.
over here.
It's gonna suck. I gotta put some aloe.
But all right,
my name's Adam Robb.
this is Ty the Icon. I will see y'all later.
See ya.
Yes, sir. Like and subscribe, damn it.
Get crazy. Get crazy. I am.